Good morning. My name is Hari and welcome to another episode of Morning Coffee. This past week has been an absolute roller coaster ride, and it's something I was not ready for. I bought a bunch of car parts, some of which have already been installed, and I've been super excited about it. I also picked up some tools and made some plans for how I want to modify this car. That's something I do on TikTok and Instagram, so if you're interested, check it out. I've been putting in quite a bit of work into making these videos and literally anything else I do, so I've definitely been keeping myself super busy. But I did get a ticket, which is something I definitely did not need in my current situation. Between facing potential homelessness and my grandpa passing soon, a ticket was something I did not have on my agenda. So, that's what I get for having too much fun with my car, but if there's anything to say, follow the rules. At least a little bit, alright? I realized something though a few days before writing this script, is that I've been very oddly connected with reality. At least my reality. I realize I haven't been spending a crazy amount of time on the internet, doom scrolling, or anything like that. And that's very strange for me because it was my norm. I mean, just a few months ago, my average screen time on my phone was upwards of 14 hours. And I believe it's below 6. What? I've always been super attached to the internet, much like the rest of us. I mean, our lives revolve around it in some sense. I remember when I first started watching YouTube around 2012 or so, laughing my ass off to Sam Gladiator curse like a sailor. Watching a bunch of the original Minecraft creators like Skydoes Minecraft, popular MMOs, and NTDM. Ever since then, I've been hooked. I haven't disconnected since. All until just about a month ago, which is when my productivity exploded upwards. Weird to think about, right? Which is something I've wanted for so long, but could never muster up the motivation. This past month is the most I've done in the past 10 years. And it's something I'm so proud of. I've stewed on these thoughts for so long, and I'm finally getting my stuff together and working hard. Now, I don't mean to gloat or talk big. I wanted to talk about the internet and what it's turned into, and man, looking into it now, it's different. Ethan's video, or Crank Gameplays if you guys haven't been keeping up with him, his video speaking about the internet was the beginning to my little epiphany. I can't exactly recall what he said in the video, and I don't want to rewatch it right now, so it doesn't sway my thoughts or opinions. But I do remember that the video was talking about how the internet has turned into a place of hostility, and I believe, now I don't exactly recall everything, but I remember him talking about how it feels like the internet has lost its soul in some way, with how explosive AI's growth has been and how much toxic waste is being fed to us. It's hard to keep up with staying positive and in touch with reality, and that's something this past week I realized. Is that I've been so focused with my own work and the people around me rather than doom scrolling through AI and porn. A large majority of my screen time has been recording or doing research in some sense, not throwing my life away on the internet. But I realize I haven't been in touch with reality in such a long time. I feel like I've lived my life on the internet up until this point. I was afraid of the path I was heading down, a never-ending road of just skating by doing nothing with my time. I've spiraled into such a deep pit that it felt impossible to claw myself out, and I was drowning in my own disappointment. I felt like I could never do anything with my own life, and would be doomed to just keep slipping by until I couldn't anymore. Keep pushing myself up that steep hill until I get exhausted and go all the way back down to the bottom. My life and all my ambitions slipping by me just to watch someone do exactly what I was dreaming about. And that is so depressing. Now, I know that resonated with someone. Or maybe it didn't, and I'm the only one on this boat somehow. But if it did reach someone who's listening to this, I want to tell you that it is okay. The internet is designed to show us the best of other people's lives and highlight the worst of our own. It is important to stay in touch with reality because it is so easy to forget about the things in front of you. It is so easy to invalidate anything of your own and smash your confidence to bits. I don't want people to wallow in their own despair, feeling like they may never achieve anything. I know that reality all too well. For the past while, I felt so incredibly insignificant to the people I see on the internet every day. I never gave myself credit for the things I did or tried hard enough because I always believed it was nothing compared to what the person I just watched achieve. I never believed I was worth enough to do the things I wanted. But it wasn't until I touched base with reality that I could finally pull myself together to at least get started. So, I just want to say that everything is okay. You are worth it. You have the ability to do great things. All you have to do is do it. It's gonna be rough and messy, and it will never be easy, but you have every capability in your life to do the things you want, because nobody else will live this life but you. I understand how easy it is to lose yourself in comparison to the things you see on the internet, but take a second and live your life. Get in touch with reality. Things are never going to be easy. You will always be struggling with something. But it's also good to allow yourself to celebrate your own success. Do your own thing. I know I'm a pretty ambitious person and not everybody is. That's okay. But personally, there's so many things I want in life, and I'll be damned before I roll over and let it go. And neither should you. You don't have to get up and work on a multi-billion-dollar business, or buy a cool new car, or go on a world trip. What I want for you is to do what you want to do. So if you want to watch a movie, watch a few videos, go on a walk, or plan a trip for the near future, go ahead and do it. Now, if you plan on hurting someone or committing some kind of crime, don't. At least don't get caught. All jokes aside, don't. But sit in your reality for a little bit. You'll probably feel better. Because as I said before, we have one shot to live our lives, so why not take this time and do what we want? My name is Hari, and I hope you'll join me next week.